Benefits are an absolute must in today's time.
Hey Roland, how are you doing?
Hey, Michelle, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You look a little busy. I see that wonderful background. Do you have time to talk or should I call you next week? Is this okay?
You know what? I'm good right now. I happen to be in Monaco. I've been in France. I've been in Italy. And I've been in Monaco today and heading back to France. But when I saw you call, I just wanted to make sure I took the call. You've been trying to reach me, so didn't want you to miss this. And I just wanted to show you this background back here is a perfect opportunity.
It is absolutely stunning. And thank you so much for taking my call. I just had some quick questions, wondering if you can give me a little bit of advice. I'm looking
Sure.
into Linehaul runs and everything, doing my due diligence, trying to find out what I need beforehand. Obviously, I'm going to have a staff and I would like to take care of them with, benefits, health insurance. Obviously, that's really important to employees. And I was just wondering if you can give me advice as a new contractor, what I need for my business. And also if you have any stories of like horror stories that have happened that you've heard, reasons why I should get insurance for my folks and stuff like that.
You're catching me at a perfect time. So, first and foremost, benefits. As a line haul contractor, benefits are an absolute must in today's time. I mean, if you're going to hire and you want to be able to compete to get the best drivers, insurance benefits are absolutely necessary. You can drive around today and look on any back of any, semi trailer and you'll see that, they're hiring. Everybody's hiring right now, and there is a
Yes.
shortage of truck drivers. So if you want to be able to get the best drivers possible, you have to be able to have benefits, and it's extremely important. And I think one of the biggest things to understand too, whenever you're doing, whenever you're going to provide benefits for your employees, I want you to know whenever you're designing something as a new contractor, do not design the benefits around what you want and what you need and what you can afford. You need to design benefits around your employees. And really, it's about fitting their needs because, listen, Michelle, benefits aren't any good if they can't afford them and they can't use them.
Definitely makes sense as a single mom myself. Benefits are very important.
But you're going to need some ACA qualified benefits. We have that. We have a little bit of everything else. So that's extremely important. And in fact, let me tell you a story. There was a contractor who we were about to start enrolling 2 weeks ago, and it was literally a 300-man operation. So it's a very large operation. And his BC passed away on Sunday night, and we were starting to enroll on Monday. We had to hold it up. But here's the bad part of the story. The BC didn't have any benefits, no life insurance, no anything. So they were having to put things together. I mean, it was kind of frantic, obviously, but they were having to put things together like GoFundMe and just trying to raise money within the hub to be able to help pay for burial expenses and just help be able to take care of the family. So those are little things like that. I mean, it's a big thing, but it's little things like that that you can take care of by just simply providing benefits. And that means a lot to those families.
You said, like, obviously death benefits, life insurance, and stuff like that, but what other insurances are important that you suggest for line haul businesses and contractors and the drivers?
First and foremost, I mean, you have to get an ACA qualified healthcare plan. And then, outside of the ACA qualified, and that means something with deductibles, copays, it meets the ACA standards, which are the Affordable Care Act. It meets those standards. And then I would say for sure, they all want dental and vision. There is no doubt. And then being able to bring in short-term disability, long-term disability, that's very important in the line haul side. And then the rest of the supplemental benefits like accident, critical illness, those things are important.
This might be a dumb question. Do semi drivers and stuff get like paternity and maternity leave? Is that included in anything? Is that important on their side?
As a contractor, that's going to be up to you to be able to provide those kind of things. And so if you want to provide that as a benefit,
Right.
and that's really what it is, it's a benefit. So you have to think outside the box of not just healthcare. You got to think about, is there going to be paid time off? Is there going to be maternity leave? And those things are extremely important in the line haul space. And again, you're competing with the companies like Swift and JB Hunt and CR England. And I mean, you can just keep going on and on. You're competing with those kind of guys. And to be able to provide those benefits is extremely important. Not just 401ks, that's another thing. I mean, look at 401k options or investment opportunities for them to be able to, put away for retirement.
Yes, also very important, 401ks, investments and stuff like that. So that's part of the benefits as well that I need to consider.
We don't do it, but we can certainly guide you that way. Now, Michelle, I do want, once we get you established, one of the things that I want to talk to you about, number one, how you have your business set up, but do you have a business continuity plan? In other words, we all say that we have a will or a trust for our family, but the question is, do you have a will or a trust for your business? And what we have found in our now 6 years working with FedEx contractors, that was something that was being neglected. And I have a story about that I think you might like. We had a contractor that he started all the way back in the RPS days. And if you don't know about that, we can talk about RPS in the future, but that's where it all started. So contractor, husband, wife, 2 children. And here's the crazy thing. So he's built this, his entire family. This has been his business. Nobody in his family had anything to do with the business. He passed away suddenly. And the next thing you know, his wife and children truly lost the business because they had no planning to how to figure out how to take care of things. And so that's become a big deal over the past year that Realm is providing for the contractors themselves. And there's little things that you can put into place in business continuity plan, buy-sell agreements, insurance products, etc., that will help protect from that, so then that way the family doesn't have to lose what they've built, their entire life to create the income they have.
I've seen a lot of father-son TSPs and family companies that really run it in the company. So that's a very important point, and I think that would help. It only helps me and a lot of other new contractors. So thank you so much.
But even if you're by yourself, it's extremely important to look at this because you still have family, you still have loved ones, and what's going to happen if something were to happen to you. So business continuity planning, again, it's really important.
So we've covered health insurance. We've covered what we can do
Sure.
to protect ourselves if we can. Can you tell me any horror stories you've heard outside of the insurance about the business, the line haul, anything like that?
On the line haul side, I hear less horror stories than I do on the P&D side. But as a line haul contractor, I think the biggest thing is making sure that you have good equipment. One of the things that I think I hear a lot of is being able to truly find that mechanic. And so the faster you can find a mechanic that can truly be on call for you, that's extremely important because, when those trucks break down, you got to be able to have that access to get that truck back on the road as fast as you can. So even having a backup tractor is extremely important. So just make sure whenever you're doing that, you got the exact amount of tractors you need and each butt's in the seat, driving. So I hear that quite a bit, especially from new contractors. The contractors that have been around a while, they've all either figured out a way to bring in their own in-house mechanic, or they definitely have, a hotline where they've got people on call. So that tends to get overlooked. And I would just tell you, just make sure you search that out in whatever area you're going to get your contract.
Yeah, you are actually the first person to tell me that I would need my own mechanic and try to get that in line beforehand. So thank you so much. That's a very helpful tip.
Then you have to figure out, are you going to buy or lease your trucks, and which way is best for you? And I can't say there's one right way because everybody within this space has their own financial circumstances. So, that you just kind of need to sit down with your, with your accountant and whoever's working with you financially to figure out which way's best for Michelle James Trucking, whatever that may be. So it's all different.
Awesome. Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much again for picking up my call while you're so busy and in a different time zone and everything. I appreciate so much, and I hope you enjoy that wonderful view while you're there the rest of the time.
It was extremely important, and what better way to be able to share Monaco with you? It's incredible. So good luck, and I'll be back next week. And so we can work on, as soon as you get that contract ready, we can work on getting your group set up and helping you out in any way possible.
Yeah, I look forward to talking to you when you get back into town. And I did want to tell you, Rick told me while I had you on the phone that he can't wait to smell you.
But tell him I'm trying to find new perfumes here.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Hello, everyone. Today, I had the pleasure of speaking to Roland Brewer with Realm Health. We discussed insurance benefits like medical, dental, vision, and others. My key takeaways were benefits are a must for competitive hiring, design benefits around my team, not myself, and all benefits should be ACA qualified. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.